Hello everyone, and welcome back to History of the Ancient World. Today we're journeying back in time to the land of the pharaohs, not to uncover golden treasures or decipher cryptic hieroglyphs, but to marvel at something even more astounding: the incredible engineering feats of ancient Egypt. How did a civilization without modern technology build monuments that have defied millennia? Let's dig in. When you think of ancient Egypt, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most of us, it's the Great Pyramids of Giza. These aren't just big piles of stone. They are masterpieces of precision. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, for instance, consists of over 2 million massive stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons. The base is an almost perfect square, with sides aligned to the cardinal points with an accuracy that would challenge builders even today. How did they achieve this? The prevailing theory involves a combination of brilliant surveying techniques, possibly using the stars, and an incredible amount of organized labor. They leveled the vast bedrock foundation by creating a grid of water-filled trenches, ensuring a perfectly flat starting point. This foundation alone was a monumental engineering task. But moving those giant blocks is the real puzzle, right? Forget aliens. The answer lies in human ingenuity. Recent discoveries like a 4,500-year-old ramp system found at an ancient quarry give us fantastic clues. This wasn't just a simple, straight ramp. It was a sophisticated system with stairs and post holes on either side, which would have allowed workers to use ropes and sledges to haul the blocks up steep inclines with greater control and mechanical advantage. They likely lubricated the path with water to reduce friction, a simple yet highly effective trick depicted in ancient art. Imagine thousands of workers, chanting in unison, pulling massive limestone and granite blocks across the desert and up the steadily rising structure. It was a symphony of coordinated effort. Beyond the pyramids, Egyptian engineering shaped the very lifeblood of the civilization: the Nile. The annual flooding of the Nile was both a blessing and a curse. It brought fertile silt, but also destructive waters. To manage this, the Egyptians developed sophisticated irrigation systems, including canals, dikes, and reservoirs. The Fayum Oasis project, for example, saw the creation of a massive artificial lake, Lake Moeris, by diverting the Nile's waters. This didn't just prevent catastrophic floods, it created a huge water reserve for the dry season, turning vast areas of barren desert into lush farmland and supporting a booming population. Their ability to survey and shape the landscape on such a grand scale was truly revolutionary. Now let's step inside their magnificent temples, like those at Karnak and Luxor. Look up at the towering columns and the colossal statues. These structures were built to last an eternity, and their construction required a deep understanding of structural mechanics. The post and lintel system was their go-to method: 2 vertical posts supporting a horizontal beam. While it sounds simple, building on this scale was not. The columns at Karnak are over 20 meters tall. To lift the massive stone lintels to that height, they likely used enormous earthen and mud brick ramps that were built up as the temple grew, and then painstakingly removed once the roof was in place. Every element was carefully planned, from the foundation that distributed the immense weight to the intricate carvings that adorned every surface, all executed with remarkable precision. Another marvel is the obelisk. These are single-piece monuments of granite, quarried hundreds of miles away in Aswan and transported down the Nile. The largest unfinished obelisk, still in its quarry, weighs an estimated 1,200 tons. Carving these from the bedrock without fracturing them was a delicate process. Workers would cut trenches around the obelisk, possibly using hard dolerite pounders, and then exploit natural fissures or create them with fire and water to break the monolith free. Transporting it was another Herculean task, requiring specially built barges and a deep understanding of leverage and buoyancy. Erecting it was the final nail-biting challenge, likely involving a massive ramp and a sand-filled pit. As the sand was slowly removed, the obelisk would be carefully tilted and guided into its final upright position. The sheer nerve and skill involved are breathtaking. Let's not forget their mastery in quarrying. The Egyptians were geologists at heart. They knew exactly where to find the best limestone, sandstone, and granite. At the Aswan quarry, you can still see the marks left by their tools. They used copper and later bronze tools, which seem inadequate for cutting hard granite. So how did they do it? They used a clever technique involving sand. Copper saws, which would dull quickly on their own, could effectively cut through the hardest stone when used with an abrasive quartz sand slurry. It was a slow, laborious process, but it worked. This simple combination of a soft metal and abrasive sand demonstrates their problem-solving genius. They didn't need advanced metallurgy, they used advanced thinking. The legacy of Egyptian engineering is all around us. Their principles of surveying, leverage, structural stability, and water management laid the groundwork for future civilizations, including the Greeks and Romans. They proved that with meticulous planning, incredible organization, and a deep understanding of the natural world, humanity could achieve the seemingly impossible. The pyramids aren't just tombs, they are a testament to human potential. The temples aren't just places of worship, they are textbooks in stone, teaching us about architecture and logistics. The ancient Egyptians were not just dreamers, they were the ultimate builders, and their work continues to inspire and humble us thousands of years later. What do you find most impressive about Egyptian engineering? Was it the scale of the pyramids, the precision of their construction, or their mastery over the Nile? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your perspectives. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the world of ancient Egyptian engineering. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more wonders of the ancient world, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.